when we sat there on the back porch with my wife and I and Barbara, Steve wasn't on board, we had nothing, we didn't have 2 pennies to rub together. Well, the job got done, and I want you to know that we were able to do this much. But we got this much done because God showed up that much. And so He's getting all of that credit.
As we started sharing with each other how we could help Barbara and how Dave could love Barbara, I thought to myself, I could come in and I could do these things myself. And Dave and I knew immediately, though, that that was not the goal. The goal was to get other people involved. The goal was to help mobilize people, willing people, who maybe just didn't know, hey, this is how you do it. Where do you show up? How do we do this? Well, you do it by just jumping in. It was in our hearts to tell this story in video, in photography. We'd love to document this so that we can share with people that they, too, can do this. It's not that big of a deal. I had come in, done the takeoff. We had started to put together the list of things that we need to buy. And Dave started doing the making the phone calls, and already getting a pool of volunteers ready and ready to go.
Thank you, volunteers. All of you out there, you're awesome. We love you.
And we saw this as just the way being paved for us. I don't even know how to explain it. When I got the call from Dave saying that she was in the hospital, we go to visit her, and just in a short amount of time, they were admitting her to hospice. At that time, the word was that she would likely not live to see the work we would do on the following Saturday on her house. We're thinking, this doesn't compute. How does this fit in to God furthering His kingdom? How does this bless Barbara? She may not even be around to see it. And so I knew in my heart something just settled in. I thought, you know what? I've already committed to this. In life or in death, this is an honor to Barbara.
Yeah.
That was just became something that I held on to, and I said, this commitment to her shouldn't hinge on whether she even lives or dies. And looking back now, all I got to say is, wow.
The wind just suddenly shifted, and people who heard the story about Barbara, just something happened, something clicked in them. And I know what it was. It was the Spirit of God saying,
yes, tapping
them on the shoulder, going, are you available? We did not have the means to do what God said to do.
That's right.
I want to point that out. There were people that heard the call, they got the tap on the shoulder, and they sat before us, and they said, whatever you need, we'll fund that. We'll provide that for you. Good morning, everybody. I'm Dave, and this is the morning of Mission Barbara. I'm eagerly anticipating our arrival. We have our first volunteer showing up. You want to pan over there and show Giovanni? Good morning, Gio. Welcome, my friend. Hello. Anyways, we are very excited about this day because we get the opportunity to be servants and to love our neighbor. So this is Dave signing off, and we'll talk to you in a little bit. Here's some of the things that we saw done that day. I mean, her backyard, which is enormous, was raked and cleaned up. Her back deck ended up getting painted, a fresh coat of paint, and it looks really, really good. Also, a shout out to April, Stephanie, and Kristen. You all went in the house and you went through the rooms and organized and sorted, and I know that was an emotional time for you all, but thank you for doing that and just being there. Yeah. And I would like to say this because I believe it needs to be said. There's a lot of you that received a tapping on the shoulder and you didn't show up. That happens to me, and let me tell you, if I listed all the times that he's tapped me on the shoulder and I said no, the list would fill a phone book. Alright, so Dave's not perfect here. But some of you missed an opportunity to bless Barbara, but more than that, you missed an opportunity to be used. And the good news is, we're going to have more opportunities for you to listen and to sense that tap on the shoulder and to say yes, and to do that. Those of you who volunteered, you sensed the tap, but their heart was just in it completely. And they said, whatever the cost, we will do this. And because of that, Barbara was able to come home that day, and the smile on her face and the love that she had was, something that I will never forget. She'll never forget. Her family will never forget. You got to understand, we didn't plan it that way. We're not smart enough to write the script, okay? We just simply said, we will go and we will do. And we did. And those of you who came with us, you did it as well, and you saw it. And was Mission Barbara part of what God wanted to do? Well, you will know them by their fruit. And can we just say that the fruit of that day and the fruit of everything that has come along since that has been amazing. The fruit has been the love that Barbara received and the glory that God receives from him doing this. He gets the credit.
Yeah.
The tap's coming to your shoulder because we've got more opportunities as a ministry, and that's kind of what we're rolling out as a ministry. And this is our first video podcast, and we want to roll out the buffet of ministry opportunities for you to get in on, because we're listening and we're obeying, and God's putting some specific things, and we're going to do a little plug now. If you want to roll out the website.
www.oneunites.com.
It's O-N-E, unites.
That's right. It's not number one. It's ONEUNITES.com.
Yes. Go to that website and you'll be able to click on the opportunity section.
Hey, actually, you know what? If they're watching this, they're possibly
already there. Yeah.
On the website.
Right on. But maybe we're showing this to a Sunday school class or something. Right. So Barbara came home to a clean yard, a clean roof. Mike bleached the roof the next day, which looks $1 million. But and some sorting and organizing was done better than anything we had planned for. And I can honestly say this, that we were faithful with God said to do.